Wuhan.
So what you're saying, Wuhan, that's a different country.
Different country.
So is what you're saying that I'm kind of like the Shogun of the gays?
Exactly. You're like the Lord Toranaga of the gays. I called, for you commies, I called Cody a gay lord. But since it's the first day or second day of Pride Month, he took it as a great offense, but I actually meant it as a term of respect. You're like the Hanamoto, pretty much.
Like I'm not one of them, but I'm valued by the leader.
Exactly.
What was his name what was his like American name?
John Blackthorne.
Okay. I always forgot because they always call him Anjin.
Yeah, I liked Anjin, Barbarian.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, shit, let's get into it. Welcome to Comics and Chronic, everyone. This is a special half-baked edition with myself, Jacob H., and Cody Cannon. And today we are talking Hulu's hit show, Shogun.
From FX, yes.
No, I think it's a Hulu show.
Is it? Well, it says FX on it.
I think, like, Hulu owns FX, so it's still...
Oh, okay. Gotcha. So that makes sense. And Disney owns them all.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's kind of like how like things might say Max now, but it's really HBO.
Yeah. Did you see that on Disney Plus you can just have Hulu's included?
If you get the bundle, yeah.
I didn't realize there was a bundle.
Yeah, no, it's pretty. You get more. Like, actually, my friend Max was telling me he got the bundle. Dude, he said it's pretty cheap. It's like $18 a month for like 3 for Disney Plus, Hulu, and something else.
Maybe like a sports or
probably
news
like
or something.
Probably some sports shit. But
Yeah,
it's not a bad.
Well,
deal.
for me, yeah, I did $13 a month, and it's Disney and Hulu.
Nice. Do you get ads though?
Yes.
See, I just piggyback off my sisters, so there's no ads, thank God.
You lucky dog.
Yes.
It's the only thing that I hated during this show. Were the ads.
See, I loved it. Just every time there was supposed to be like a commercial break, it just went right back to it.
Yeah. Did you see, dude, let's just off the grip. Incredible show. Like, probably gonna be the best show of the year.
Oh, yeah, I would say so. I would, dude, it had like a...
And that's like high praise considering we're also getting Hot D and...
The Boys.
The Boys and Penguin all this year, right?
And we had Fallout.
Fallout wasn't as good, in my opinion.
No, I mean, they're also like they're
different shows. Yeah, but different vibes. But this show, I'm just saying, like, acting... story, like you can't really top this show. Everyone in the show is so sexy,
dude. I mean, Mariko Sama is like the hottest woman ever.
Yeah, that's ever lived.
Yeah,
she
I love her.
is. Oh my god,
I would seppuku all over her, dog.
I'm gonna be honest. While I was watching this show, in my off time, I did watch a lot of Asian porn.
Nice. Dude, I mean, honestly, like all the women on this show were hot. Like, I even liked Fuji-sama, the girl that was John Blackthorne's consort.
Yeah,
John Blackthorne was hot. John Blackthorne was hot. Who's also, let's be honest, I feel like the breakdown for his character was like looking for Tom Hardy type. Yeah, because he was like a very like TV brand Tom Hardy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to see him in more stuff.
Cool.
I thought he did great.
But like when I was watching it, I was like, oh, this seems like a Tom Hardy type of character.
Yeah, this is just Tom Hardy.
Yeah, exactly. But he was awesome, and dude, like all the acting was cool. Also, I loved that it was like all in Japanese, like very little.
Yeah,
English.
it forced me to pay attention.
Yeah, exactly. There was a moment
I couldn't pick up my phone.
Yeah, in like the first few episodes, there were times where I did pick up my phone, and I would look up, and I was like, "Fuck, what the fuck happened?" And then I was like, "Fuck it,"
and I'd have to rewind it. Yeah, same.
I don't know Japanese. I need to fucking watch this shit.
No, yeah, but dude, what? It's so good. Beautiful show too. Yeah. Like the scenery. It really felt like feudal Japan.
Yeah.
The time period.
Yeah,
it was like the 1600s.
Yeah, like 1600s Japan.
Yeah,
it was sick.
God, it was cool. It was fucking cool.
It also like borrowed like it had the political intrigue of Game of Thrones.
Yes,
and like also like the warriorness of Game of Thrones, but like set in like timepiece of feudal Japan, which was like is awesome just because we
don't get a lot of that.
Yeah, exactly. We don't get a lot of that, and I don't know a lot about it. Like I feel like I legit learned more about Japanese lore from this show,
culture and history. Then yeah. I mean, whether and this is based on a book, right?
It's based on a book.
Okay.
The book is fiction, but it's based off of like historical events.
Yeah. That makes sense, dude. It was so fucking cool.
So cool.
What's his name from Mortal Kombat?
Dude, Toranaga.
Yeah, Toranaga. But what's the actor's name? I'm not gonna. Who knows?
Yeah, I feel bad that I don't know it. I know most of the characters' names, which is still pretty hard to do because it's very Japanese.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But Toranaga was awesome. What a hard man.
I wish we had Saki for this episode.
Oh, dude, that'd be sick. Dude, Saki. Also, I'll say this show had lots of suicide and lots of suicide idolization. Like
for sure. Jake, I want you to know I have already decided you will be my second.
Excellent. You will be my second. Yeah. Dude, like that's something cool. Like, I didn't even know that was like a thing. I always thought like when people did seppuku, they just like killed themselves.
Yeah.
But it's
the second is there to kind of like, well, one, it's for like in the Christian base that means they're not committing suicide, which is like a unforgivable sin.
True, but Toranaga's people weren't Christian. Toranaga wasn't Christian.
No. Mariko-san was, though, and she talked about that.
So I think it was just more like an honor thing, like second me so I can like die a noble death.
Yeah.
Because they're all about like
sure.
even like in World War II, like
honor,
the whole kamikaze thing was that they died in battle, so they will like be an honorable death.
Yeah, I mean, honor, duty, structure is like it's crazy how important it is to that society.
Yeah. Also, like, just like tradition and like respect. Yeah. My brother-in-law went to Japan last year, and he was like, "They're huge on fucking like respect and shit."
Yeah, I mean that's dope.
No, it is dope. Exactly.
I wish
our society.
I wish I was more respectful.
Dude, you should be. I think the next time you are disrespectful, I will order you to commit seppuku.
Nice.
And I will, of course, second. Nice. Anthony will have to watch.
Dude, it was crazy when that one dude had to kill his kid.
Dude, that scene, that character, that old man, I forgot his name, but the old, like, wise man.
The one who, he ends up dying.
He ends up killing himself out of protest for Toranaga not fighting back.
Yeah.
And then he orders his son to second him.
Yeah. So crazy.
Dude, that made me sad when the old man killed himself.
That was hard. Like, I can't believe.
And Toranaga just like
Toranaga
let him do
just.
It.
Yeah.
That was a hard scene.
Yeah, it was. It was like one of that scene and the scene with his son, or with the dude having to kill his son. I mean, that's how Anjin Blackthorn gets what's her name as a consort.
Yeah,
is because it's his wife.
Yeah. I felt bad for Fuji because her son and her husband got killed.
Yeah. Just to like respect the household or whatever. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's some brutal shit going on in feudal Japan.
Yeah. Yeah, I would not have made it.
No, no. You would be the Anjin. You're the barbarian that washes up on shore.
Yeah. That is me. You can be Toranaga.
Okay, I'll be Toranaga.
Dude, just because of how brutal he is, but at the end, he comes out on top. And he comes out without a massive war, which is even crazier.
But they're going to... Yeah, you're right. But he's going to go to war. I think...
Well, no, he tells him... He's like... his generals are going to turn on him before the battle even starts.
Yeah, you're right.
Because when he's telling his plan to... That was such a cool scene when... What's his name? Who betrayed
I'm going to butcher his name,
Marika.
but it was God, I know how to spell. Yeah,
he was a great character. He was a great character,
actually. There were moments where he was like really cool, and then like, dude, he even felt bad that he betrayed Mariko and everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was devastated. Yeah. You could just see it on his face.
Yeah, dude, that scene when he's like in the pond chasing that catfish, and the dude's like, "There is no catfish in this pond." He's like losing his mind, you know, because he just feels guilt.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like we should give a synopsis.
Synopsis.
I'll try. It's kind of a lot going on.
I mean, it's a big story.
It is a big
told
story
in a series. It got renewed, didn't it?
Oh yeah, it got renewed for 2 seasons.
That's incredible.
Season 2.
I couldn't be happier.
3. Yeah.
Are they? I wonder if they're just going to do a different time in feudal Japan, or
I think they're going to do
if it's
like
going to follow
reign as Shogun.
Dude, he did it. He becomes it. But yeah, let's give a synopsis.
All right. So basically, we're in like 1500s, 1600s feudal Japan. The Portuguese are starting to, or they've already been converting Japanese people to Catholicism.
Yeah, and we don't know his background, but in the opening scene, sorry, I cut you off.
You're good.
You can continue. In the opening scene, John Blackthorne is talking to his captain. He's like the second in command on this ship, and his captain basically is like, "We're fucked. I'm going to kill myself." And that's like the opening scene. You know what I mean? And then this boat washes up, and everybody on it is like emaciated, dying. Yeah. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And they become hostages to. But like right as this is going on at the same time, there's like infighting between like the council, who are basically the Illuminati of feudal Japan.
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much like the biggest clans in Japan.
Exactly. The heads,
exactly.
Yeah,
like,
of the five biggest clans.
the 5 regions of like pretty much like the 5 families of Japan.
Exactly. Yeah, and it and the emperor of Japan is like a tiny baby. You don't even see him.
A sleepy baby.
Yeah, so sleepy he's not even in this show. He's only talked about.
That's why I am the Lord.
Yeah, you're Toranaga. Oh God. But yeah, so there's like infighting basically between the 5 clans, because everybody's like kind of like wanting to be all of them, well, at least 2 of them, Ishido and Toranaga.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's where it gets very Game of Thrones. Like, there are people that want to be top dog.
Yeah, Game of Thronesy, Sopranosy. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which of the I think the old man who gets killed that was on the council that like kind of backs up Toranaga. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. He gets he would be the Polly Walnuts of of the council.
For sure. Yeah. It's cool. Like if you ever, this show is cool because if you ever watch the movie Silence, it kind of helps. Like it was a Martin Scorsese movie, and it's about the Portuguese Catholic Church converting Japanese people. And so like I understood a little bit more about this show after watching that.
I've never seen this movie.
It's great. It's a very slept on, very underrated.
Is it old?
It came out like 2015.
Whoa.
It's a very slept on Martin Scorsese film.
Who's in it?
Dude, Liam Neeson, Adam Driver, and Andrew Garfield. And they go, Liam Neeson plays he's a Portuguese, like priest or whatever, and their job is as missionaries to go to Japan and convert them to Catholicism. And Liam Neeson's been gone for like years. They suspect he might even be dead, and so they send Andrew Garfield and Adam Driver, who are young priests, to go and find him in Japan, also to convert more Japanese people. And they go there, and some Japanese are converted fully. They believe in Christ, but the samurai are like really like, such as like in this show, like there's only one regent on the council who was Catholic. The other people were just straight up like samurai. The samurai are really against converts. And in the movie, they kill converts. There's a really dope ass scene in the movie. There's no music, but they punish these Japanese converts by tying them to crosses in the ocean at low tide and they wait all day for high tide to come and drown them while they're on the cross.
That's
Dude,
crazy.
It's intense. It's the movie's brutal too. Like the Japanese don't fuck around.
The Japanese don't fuck around.
Like,
that's why they gave us Godzilla.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Dude, it fucking. So then they find Liam Neeson, and he's alive, and he has like a full on Japanese wife and kids, and they're like, "Yo, why haven't you come back?" And Liam Neeson explains like the futility of trying to convert them. And Andrew Garfield's character is like, "What are you talking about? Like, I see them. They talk about Christ and God." And he's like, "No." He's like, "They don't really understand it." He's like, "This is like a very like nature based culture, warrior based culture. Like they're saying these words, but they don't understand the concept of God. And there's no reason for us to be here." And so what they would do, what the samurai would do, is when the men would convert to Catholicism, they would kill them, and they had Liam Neeson take care of his family.
Oh.
And like, so Liam Neeson was straight up like in Japan, just living his best life.
Yeah,
And,
dude, that's cool.
Yeah, it was cool. So there's a lot of that plays in the show. So the show kind of made more sense to me after watching that movie.
That makes sense. I like that the Portuguese are really there just to make that for money and power. The same thing
That's
as
what the Catholic Church does, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Anthony
for sure.
is definitely the father with the bald head.
Yeah, that is
Anthony's character in the show.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
as the altar boy of the show.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I like that casting. Surprisingly, Anthony doesn't kill
does
himself.
not,
In the most kill themselves thing we've covered, probably. Anthony, when you listen to this, I've turned over a new leaf.
Yeah. He's also like the one character I wanted to kill himself.
Yeah.
Because I hated his character.
Oh, he was a bastard.
Yeah, he was a bastard.
We give him to Anthony.
Sorry, Anthony. We love you, man.
No, it's less about character and straight up just about your Catholicism.
Exactly. Since you are the resident Catholic here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I loved like all the dude, I even love like how John Blackthorne, because he was Protestant Christian, he like hated the Catholic Church. And he was a badass character, dude.
Yeah, he was dope. I loved his dynamic with Mariko.
Yeah.
Their chemistry was amazing.
Dude, oh god. I would have loved to be inside Mariko.
Would have. What would you do if you got a time machine, Jake? I would go back to feudal Japan and make love to Mariko's son.
Dude, I'd probably get killed for that. No, dude, there was a really cool part. It's actually in the second to last episode. It's when the ninjas come in and kill everyone. It's the one where Mariko dies.
Badass.
Yeah, that was badass.
Yeah.
But dude, there's a scene where they come in and they're killing people in their sleep. And dude, John Blackthorne just fucking pulls out his pistol, like boom, blows at one motherfucker.
Blasts him.
Like point blank.
Dude.
It was so crazy.
Yeah, he gets a few of the ninjas with that. That was a crazy scene.
Yeah, no, that was awesome. He fucked shit up.
Fucked it up.
John Blackthorne was cray.
Yeah, he was dope. I mean, he earned he like climbed in the ranks. Probably did as good as you could as a barbarian in feudal Japan, you know?
Oh, yeah, exactly.
I mean, what happened when he ran into his old shipmate in the...
Dude, he beats the shit out of him?
Yeah. In Okawa or whatever?
Yeah.
Is it Osaka? Okawa?
There's Osaka, yeah.
Osaka.
Dude, well, remember the first episode when that one shipmate gets boiled alive?
That was
crazy.
Bananas.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, the Japanese don't fuck around.
Exactly. Like, all their methods of killing are like the most brutal methods you could think of.
Yeah. The best way to have honor is to gut yourself and have your head chopped off.
But then they're also like very peaceful and like tending to their gardens and dude, telling poetry out the wazoo.
Yeah, dude. I want to honestly, if I did that, I would be viewed as a monster. If I just like spoke poetry randomly.
What? Why would you be viewed as a monster?
Just nobody wants to be around that guy.
Yeah, but in Japan, it was like a respected art form.
Yeah, but we're also not as graceful or eloquent as the Japanese.
Dude, speak for yourself, Doug.
Oh.
You know who I liked? And I don't know his name, but it was Toranaga's half-brother. Who, because of his armor, I'm going to call the Silver Samurai. He wore a lot of silver.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's another thing. All the armor, like when they were in their full samurai gear, that was sick.
Yeah, sick. I mean, the whole series
costume design was awesome. Set pieces were awesome.
Set design, yeah. Amazing.
Incredible.
You know, it made sense that they had to use a little CGI, but they didn't use much. Thankfully. And because it's not the best, but they made sure it wasn't. It was like only when needed.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Luckily, the show does not depend heavily on CGI at all.
Yeah, at all.
Because you could tell. Like,
I mean, it's truly a character drama.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like there's not much action. It's just like really gripping storyline.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like you're right. For a show that's like all about samurai, you would think there would be more battles and action. And there actually isn't that much. But like when there is, dude, like when fucking Toranaga's idiot son uses those cannons to kill the messenger dude.
Yeah, or when. That was insane. Yeah. Dude, and when his son dies...
Dude, what a fucking idiot. He literally slips on a rock and cracks...
I thought, what's his name, kicked him over.
No, dude, go back and watch it. His son is trying to kill the half-brother, Silver Samurai, and he literally... And, the whole time, he's been talking about, like, an honorable death and how great it would be to die in battle. And his uncle, the Silver Samurai dude... is like, you say that because you're young and you've never been in a battle, but like it's not all that like glorious. And then he literally goes to kill Silver Samurai dude, and he slips on the rock in the pond and cracks his head open. And then Silver Samurai starts laughing. He's like, "You fucking idiot!"
Yeah, he says, "Where's the beauty in this?"
He says, "Where's the beauty in this death?" And then, which is like a really shitty thing to hear before you die.
Oh, God.
Those are the last words you hear? God, that would suck.
Yeah. Dude, so crazy. That battle was crazy. Well, that wasn't even a battle, really. That was just like a few moments.
He tries to kill Silver Samurai dude, and he fails miserably.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what scene I really liked? Was and it looked pretty legit. The earthquake scene when Toranaga almost gets like swallowed up by the earth.
That was crazy.
That was fucking
he loses half of his army, 1,000 men.
Yeah, dude, straight up loses half his army.
Yeah, crazy. I like. Isn't there like? I like how they like were just adapted to that life.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean.
They dude. And there's an episode earlier than that where there's another earthquake and everyone's chill about it, but John Blackthorne is like, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah,
and he's like, "Dude, this is Japan, dog. We got earthquakes."
Yeah,
tsunamis.
We should put a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode. There will be Asian accents.
And not good ones.
No, dude, very disrespectful.
It does make me want to learn Japanese, though. It was really cool. It's a really cool language to hear.
Yeah, it really, especially like, just everything. They're so rigid in a cool way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not in like a, like there's, I'm not saying like it's just like a different way of life. And it's really cool. I mean, I would,
They're so bound by like duty and honor.
Yeah, and tradition.
Dude, when they because remember when John Blackthorne, he doesn't know Japanese that well. So he's like, no one touch this pheasant or you'll die.
Yeah.
And they kill that old man.
So the gardener,
the
gardener takes it down, and he was like, I just said that. And she was like, your words gave it value. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
And like, he says, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
Yeah.
Kill this old man because he took down a pheasant?
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you told him to in their language, which means, they don't take things lightly,
Yeah, they're not out there shooting the shit.
No, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Can't shoot the shit.
Feudal Japan. Yeah, feudal Japan would have never came up with Betty Yeo 2069.
Oh, shit. Dude, imagine Betty Yeo 2069 versus the Shogun.
Ooh,
That'd be a
nice.
sick battle.
That would be an insane battle.
Oh. Dude, or if she became Shogun even.
Oh, yeah. Betty Yeo in the Silver Samurai with a sword.
Oh, fuck. Shogun Betty Yeo, dude.
Yo. Unstoppable.
I really like the opening credits, too.
Oh, yeah. It was a great opening credits. It reminded me very much of Game of Thrones.
Exactly. Dude, and Atticus Ross did the music for the show. Like Trent Reznor.
Like
Atticus,
Trent Reznor? Hey,
but
you can tell.
Yeah, but it wasn't Trent Reznor. It was just Atticus Ross. So it was cool.
Dude, they're such a good duo. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Have you seen Challengers?
No.
You know what I'm talking about? The
Zendaya,
horny Zendaya movie?
Porn movie?
They did. Yeah, they did the soundtrack for that.
They did?
Yeah.
That's so random.
Supposedly, it's a fantastic movie if you're horny.
I have a group chat with Connie, Nietzsche, and Lindsay. And last week, they're like, hey, you guys want to go see Challengers together? And I was like, look, guys, if I'm going to see Challengers, it's got to be by myself. And Nietzsche was like, oh, why? Are you embarrassed to watch a movie with all, like about women? And I was like, no. It's like, because I'll be masturbating.
I'm surprised they didn't see that one coming.
Yeah.
You know?
Nietzsche's like, that's fucking hilarious. And Connie was like, I'll be masturbating too.
That makes sense.
Yeah, but no, that's funny. I didn't know they did the music for it. They also did the music for the Ninja Turtles animated movie that came out that we did.
With
Jackie Chan and Splinter.
That's crazy.
Yeah, Trent Reznor and
that soundtrack was incredible.
I mean, like, obviously not the sampled music, but like just the regular music.
Yeah.
That was Trent Reznor.
Well, they probably picked the score too.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they. Oh,
Dude, you guys put those guys on anything, and it becomes dope.
dude, I mean, they're the goats right now.
Goats.
I'd say, as far as like music scoring, you know what I mean. Of course, you have John Williams and you have Hans Zimmer
And Junkie XL, of course.
Yeah, never forget Junkie.
Well, I mean, dude, it's funny. We rewatched Mad Max Fury Road last week, and he does the score for Mad Max.
That makes so much sense.
Like, Junkie XL should be doing the score for Mad Max movies.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Did he do Furiosa, I wonder?
I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Dude, you should watch Furiosa. I think it's definitely worth it.
I want to. I've heard, like, most people like it. My friend Jeff was like, it was okay. My friend Willie really loved it.
I thought it was. CKO and I both loved it. It wasn't Fury Road. Like, if Fury Road, let's say we're going to discuss it, commies, so hang tight. But like, let's say hypothetically, Fury Road gets a 6. I would give this like a 5 at the lowest, maybe like a 4.8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's.
But it's like it's a good movie.
That's the whispers I'm hearing myself.
Yeah. Well, I promised taking KO. I was so glad I talked him into it because it was between the Garfield movie and he was like, at first he was like Garfield movie or the Strangers prequel. I was like, how about neither? And we go see Furiosa.
What's the Strangers?
And he was like,
I don't even know what the Strangers.
you remember the slasher? The Strangers with like Liv Tyler. It was like a home invasion movie. These 3 people in masks just like torment Liv Tyler and her boyfriend while they're at a cabin.
No, that sounds like that movie. What's it called? You know, with the 2 boys and they torture that family with Naomi Watts.
Funny Games. It's like it's like a less artsy Funny Games, like more just straight up horror.
We should do a Funny Games
like
episode.
Trippy. Dude, I'd be, even if Anthony doesn't want to watch it, we could do a half-baked.
That's a crazy fucking movie.
That movie is insane, and I would love to rewatch it.
That's my greatest fear.
I haven't watched it
in
a few years.
Like them doing shit like that.
Well, this show, honestly, just like think of how different the world would be if like white colonialism and like Japan, like let's say Japan had been like you know what I mean? Like how insanely different, just like based on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cray.
It's just like such a cool, different culture, and they do a really good job of portraying it. And they don't. I like that. Like, even though he kind of is the white savior archetype, that's not what he is at all. You know what I mean?
No, I mean he even like, dude, he never like. Yeah, like I don't view John Blackthorne as the white savior. He's like, you think he's going to be, and he is trying to manipulate the other samurai into like doing his bidding against the Catholic Church. But in the end, especially in the last episode, when Toranaga admits to Yashabigi, the guy he beheads, he's like, I burnt his ship.
Yeah.
And he was never going to let John Blackthorne leave Japan.
Yeah.
And he even says, I might have to burn the next ship he builds.
Yeah.
So, like, Toranaga is like, he never gets outwitted.
No, it's cool because, like, the whole time it seems like he's losing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? The entire time. But dude, that final scene of him just like on the beach, like after, you know what I mean? And it's like the camera's panning behind him and stuff. So dope. So cool. Like that whole, the way he used Mariko too. He was like, I sent Mariko to do what armies couldn't. That whole final discussion where it was kind of like the big reveal almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you're like, how is this gonna end? And it's kind of cool that rather than us seeing the full on finale, it just he just tells you what happens. Yeah, you know what I mean.
No, I liked it. I also like
honestly
when he's telling the story of what the plan happened, and then Yashabiga says he's like oh, so what now then? What's the future gonna look like? And Toranaga like says, he's like, why tell the future to a dead man? And it's like, bam, fucking ding, cuts off his head.
Yeah, dude, just the of gutting yourself.
Dude, you know what episode I liked? When they show Toranaga's backstory when he was a kid, and he was the boy warlord. Mm-hmm, that was sick, and like you see that like one dude surrendered to him. Toranaga's like 12 years old tops. Like he's a fucking boy.
Yeah.
And then
so dope.
And then in the scene, and then in the next episode when they're in the Silver Samurai's like village, and they're all drinking, and he's like, "Oh, my brother beheaded a warlord with one stroke of his sword." And then Toranaga's talking to the old man, and he's like, "I noticed you didn't speak up during that story." He's like, "You were there." And then he's like, "How many times did it take for me to behead him?" And the dude was like, 14 different swipes, you know?
Yeah.
Like that was crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I kind of want to rewatch the show. Like, I would definitely like rewatch.
Dude. Yeah, I'll probably try to wait until the next season comes.
Yeah, that's true. Do a little
maybe do a rewatch then. Yeah.
Kind of disappointed that beautiful Mariko won't be in it anymore.
Yeah. For sure.
My boo.
Yeah. I mean, we'll have other boos.
We'll have other boos.
Dude, I mean, everyone in that show was gorgeous.
Yeah. You know what I really liked? I liked also that madam of the brothel.
Yes, she was dope.
She was dope, and so was her, what's it called? Her, like, main prostitute woman, you know? Mm-hmm. They were crazy. They were cool characters. Very smart and cunning.
Yeah. The woman who becomes Ishido's wife.
Oh, she was hot, dude. Lady Ochiba? Dude, she was stupid hot.
Yeah, I like that. Dude, she straight up cucked Ishido.
She would have, honest. She was so hot, she would have manipulated me too.
Yeah. It's cool that, like, even though he wanted the ultimate power, she was the one, like, kind of manipulating the council to her will. Yeah,
exactly. Dude, I like that one dude on the council who had leprosy, and he always spoke with that like curtain in his face.
Yeah, that was cool. For sure. That was dope.
Yeah, dude, the samurai were sick.
They were sick.
I want to be a samurai.
Yeah, we should change our lives now.
We should also watch Ninja Turtles 3 travel because they go back to feudal Japan. I want to see how accurate it is now.
Who did it better, Shogun or Ninja Turtles 3?
Oh yeah, the show is so cool. Also, dude, you know what's cool? In the last episode, it opens with what I think is like present time, and John Blackthorne's like an old man. Remember, he's in bed and he's all old and like going blind. And I don't know if it's like his kids or his grandkids.
His kids or grandkids,
yeah. And they're like, "Is it true? Like a savage gave this to you?" Yeah, like flashbacks of Mariko and shit. That makes me. I wonder if in the next season we'll see more of like present time, because obviously, like we know he does get out of Japan.
Yeah, and has white babies.
Yes. Dude, I know. I felt bad when Fuji told him she's going to be a nun, and he like clearly wants her to stay.
Yeah. I also felt bad that, like, the will they, won't they with Mariko. It was so good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Did.
Like, she
came into his room at night and got that deep.
Yeah, for sure. Well, she thought her husband was dead. Like,
that's true. And then he literally comes back at the end of the episode.
Imagine after weeks of mourning, you get the best dick of your life, and then your husband comes back to life.
That character was cool. Buntaro.
He was dude. That scene where he saves everybody by fighting off the
army, pretty
people
much.
by himself.
Yeah, by himself, dude. That scene when before like until the next episode or the 2 episodes, you think he dies, and it's really sad because like Toranaga even stands up and he says his full name. His nickname is Buntaro, but he says his full name, which I forget what it is. He's like honor with honor, and then he's like, and then like takes out his sword and like charges into that village with all the dudes that are trying to kill him. And then 2 episodes later, you find out like he killed his way out of it.
Yeah, there were originally 12 who stayed and fought, and only 2 survived. Yeah. But they took on an entire army.
Yeah. So
that
guy was badass.
Dude, yeah. There's you were kind of wanting to root for Blackthorne, but I also wouldn't have hated seeing Buntaro. I'm not going to try. I would have hated. Yeah, I wouldn't have hated seeing him cut Blackthorne's head off. Like when he realized that
Blackthorne was
Mariko
taking down Mariko. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, dude, it's cool that in the last episode he like helps John Blackthorne pull the rope to get his ship out.
Yeah, that was a cool scene. Because there was a moment when I was stoned and I was like, what happened to that character?
Me too. I literally, he doesn't come in that episode until that part. And I was like, oh shit, did he die during that raid on Osaka?
Yeah, I just like didn't know what happened.
Yeah, no, I thought he died too. And then I was like, oh shit, I guess he's totally survived. Buntaro.
Yeah, and I like that, I kind of like that, it wasn't strictly from the POV of Blackthorne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I like that it was, jumping between, it was Tornado at one point.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of, Mariko, Toranaga.
She was Toranaga. God, I knew it. There should also be a disclaimer at the beginning of the episode. Cody will pronounce all of these names. But, no, a lot of Mariko. She was honestly,
she was the main character
for most of this. Yeah, and I love that.
You know, me too. I'm glad they didn't make the white guy the main character.
Same.
Because then it would have been dude, the show's about feudal Japan. It should not be about one white dude.
Yeah, this isn't The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. Dude, I liked that movie.
I like that movie too, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, now, looking back, obviously it's totally a white savior. This white man saved the samurai, but
we should go back and watch. I'd be down to rewatch that.
It. There's some sick battles in that movie.
Dude, we should just do Samurai season when the next one comes out. Cover a bunch of movies.
Samurai
cover
Summer.
Some comic. Yeah, cover a comic. You know what I mean?
We should cover a samurai comic.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah. Are there good? What's the best samurai comic?
I don't know. I've never actually read
I don't know.
a single Silver Samurai comic.
Ooh, Ronin.
Ronin, yeah. Ronin's totally a samurai. Ronin is also the basis for, what's it called? Samurai Jack.
Yes.
Like, literally, whoever made Samurai Jack definitely read Ronin.
We should do a Ronin episode.
We should.
Sometime.
It's one of Frank Miller's classics.
Yeah, for sure.
Before he goes off the deep end.
Yeah, before he goes to Doo-Doo Caca Land.
Doo-Doo Caca Land.
Dude, he's straight. That's so stupid.
So dumb.
Dude, he's straight up. Dude, seriously, after he pulled off 9/11, there was nothing great coming from him. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know what happened. I said after Frank Miller, other than pulling off 9/11, he hasn't done anything worthwhile in a long time.
I'm just like,
just glazed over, and you're like, yeah.
oh shit.
Okay.
No,
Well,
this show is amazing.
easy-
I highly like. I've been telling everyone who hasn't watched it. I was like, dude, you gotta watch this show. Like, it's if you like good television, there's no reason for you not to be
Oh, I'm
watching
choking.
this.
Oh. It's the best show on the tube.
Exactly. And like seriously, like if you like Game of Thrones, I mean, this like I could see being this like an HBO show. It was that good to me.
Well, I mean, honestly, I feel like in rankings of like prestige television, it goes HBO, and right below that is FX. You know,
agree.
I think, and then, I don't know, maybe AMC or something.
Probably Amazon after FX.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I agree, FX, because I'm rewatching Snowfall now, and that show is so good.
FX has a lot. Legions on FX.
Legion, fucking
The Bear. They have some great comedies. It's Always Sunny is like one of the
Justified.
Yeah.
Or Unjustified, whatever. Yeah.
Dude, they have some great comedies on FX.
No, they got good shit on FX.
Yeah. Well, for me, dude, easy money 6.
Yeah, honestly, like,
I mean,
every episode is a 6 too.
If it like, I've watched a lot of TV this year, I feel like already, because I watched this. I'm still watching Fallout, and oh, here's my mutant power. I'm about to rank something.
Here we go.
I would say, in order of the best shows that I've watched, it's this, X-Men 97, and then Fallout.
I'd agree with that. I'd agree. This is better than X-Men 97. I know they're two different.
Yeah.
One's a cartoon, but still, Shogun is superior.
Shogun's, I mean, it's just like phenomenal television.
Exactly.
Gripping, political, just like really, the acting is incredible, gorgeous. Like, they don't miss in Shogun.
No, exactly.
Like, if they wouldn't have done it, if it would have been a limited series, it would like go down as like a perfect series.
Yeah. I thought it was good. I think originally it was going to be just a one season.
And it was so successful.
And it was so successful that they were like, shit, we need to capitalize.
Yeah, because people were hype. We're a little behind on releasing this because we tried to wait on Sleepy Baby
Anthony.
But yeah, Easy Money 6.
Easy peasy 6.
Just best show of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that's a hot take. We'll see if Hot D or the boys dethrones that.
I think Toranaga came out on top. Even if it looks like he's losing, he's gonna win in the end.
If Toranaga had dragons, it'd be a wrap.
A wrap, dude. Yeah, I think Toranaga would outwit everyone in Hot D, but not Game of Thrones.
Ooh, yeah, Game of Thrones could be a little trickier.
Like, I think he would do well in Game of Thrones for sure.
He might not win. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you think about it, in this show, even though Toranaga does come out on top, he took a lot of hits.
Yeah, he lost most
lost,
people.
lost
You know what,
quite literally
like,
lost his son, lost 1,000 soldiers of his army, lost Mariko-sama. Like, he took some big L's in order to secure that dub.
Oh, lost his advisor. Lost
Yashibigi, you know.
Yeah.
I definitely mispronounced that.
A lot of his counsel, basically.
Yeah, lost his counsel. Yeah, no, you're right. But, dude, sometimes in order to be top dog energy, like what we give, you gotta take some.
Toranaga definitely had top dog energy. I love how everyone like stood behind him.
Yeah.
I also would have like. I'm glad it didn't happen. It makes better sense. But I wonder what Crimson Sky would have. Well, Crimson Sky was his plan.
Yeah, Crimson Sky sounded like an all-out military assault.
Well, that's what he said. But he said,
"Oh yeah, you're right."
He's revealing it, he was like, "Crimson Sky."
It already happened.
Yeah, this is Crimson Sky.
Yeah. Damn, that's
crazy.
Fucking Toranaga, dude.
Yeah. The goat. The goat of the five families.
Yeah, top dog Toranaga.
Yeah, dude. Well, guys, this was fun. This was a good half-baked.
This is also like, for you listeners, if you're wondering why this is short, it's because the show is like such hot fire.
Is it short?
I mean, no, I guess how long we've been recording for?
It looks like
a little bit.
I have no idea.
The show is just like, it's so like, honestly, there wasn't a single episode that I felt was weak whatsoever.
Not
like,
one.
Literally, not one. Literally every episode was straight fire. And I was gripped from episode to episode. I want to keep watching this.
Yeah, I need to know what happens. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this show is fucking awesome.
Yeah, everybody is a great character. Nobody is like they're all like really well written, flawed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Interesting characters.
Yeah, I highly recommend watching the show.
Yeah, it's gonna be the one to beat. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, Shogun. We're gonna become Shogun of the podcasting world.
Yes, we will. Yeah.
We have our own Crimson
if you dishonor,
Sky coming up.
Yeah, exactly.
Chronic Sky.
Oh, Chronic Sky. That's so fun. Oh, goodness.
We'll be on the lookout for that. Thanks for tuning in, guys.
Yeah, you guys were fun. This is a great show.
Fun because we interacted so much with you.
Let's end it
there. Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jacob H.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.